Spanking New, it's coming out in 2010, again with Bold Strokes Books. And that one, it was the first novel and it flew out of me. And was ungainly. It was all over the place. I had no idea how to write a novel. It just flew out, but it was passionate. It was a passionate experience to write this. And I think it's because it's addressing gender. And that's something I'm extremely passionate about, is how ridiculously attached we are to gender roles in our culture. Of men do this, women do that, blah, blah, blah. It irks me. Let's just say that. It irks me. And so I felt like I had to jump into the middle of that and deal with that. And I really bit off a lot with Spanking New because I also have issues with religion and, I have so many issues. But anyway, so I thought to myself, how does the world really work? How does the universe really work? And I decided to create my own little way that things really work. And what I came up with was that you are dripped from something called the known, which is this cloud of all-knowingness. And a soul is dripped out. It becomes a floating soul and begins immediately looking around for parents so that it can be born onto the planet. And once it's born onto the planet, its job is to learn. So that when that person dies and is evaporated back into the known, there's all this information that this little being carries with it. And it's a way of feeding the known. It's sort of like a rain cloud dripping and evaporating, dripping and evaporating. But floating souls are really kind of silly little things. Once they've dripped out, they're really, all they want to do is get born, and they want to experience touching and breathing more than anything. And so they often make sort of silly mistakes in terms of who they choose for their parents. They're not particularly practical. They're just like, I want this person, I want that person, I just want to get born. So this little floating soul chooses these two parents. This little floating soul really is convinced that he's a boy. I'm a boy, I'm a boy, I'm a boy. Then when he's finally conceived, it turns out he gets a girl's body. So the rest, this novel is all about watching this character as he's looking at life through the 9 months before birth, gearing up for entering a planet that's obsessed with gender, when this little floating soul baby is not either one or the other, is very confused about gender and is going, how the hell am I going to survive on this planet?